Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago and in today's video we are going to cover a little bit about airdrops and then we are going to talk a little bit about the market conditions right now. Are we entering a bear market or we still have hopes for a last leg of this bull run until the end of the year or maybe in 2026? Let's go directly to the content. First of all guys, we have the claim for Play Solana. The PSG1 is here. So you can check your allocation for the Play token, which is live. You have two things to consider. One is for pre-sale participants, you have this link, and the other is XP holders, which is genesisplaysolana.com/claim. So when you go to the first one, you can see this is a Genesis pre-sale claim, and this is from yesterday. The effective date is November 14. So go down here, scroll down here, and then click on I have read and agree the terms and conditions. Once you are here, you need to connect your wallet and you will see all the information here. The same happens if you go to community reward airdrop and the disclaimer is the same. Basically you need to scroll down everything, then click on continue to go to the claim page. Here once again connect your wallet, and if you are eligible you will see how many Play tokens you have here. Remember that this ends on 29 days, so basically 30 days to claim this airdrop. And if you had any doubts on who is eligible for the Metaplex Genesis community presale, it's open to Play Solana stakeholders, PCG1 buyers, LayerZero 1 and 2, Player 1 and Player 2 NFT holders, and XP farmers on PlayDex. Alongside this, a general access pre-sale will also be available for everyone at a higher price. So congratulations if you got these tokens. One thing that I see in the comments is that many have a lower allocation in terms of the XP history that they have. This happened in many accounts, so we need an explanation on that. But for now, at least most of the people that have the XP have been receiving the allocation here. Moving on, we have also LayerZero top users eligible for Espresso Airdrop. This is a project that we talked many times. So if you are a top user of Stargate Finance and hold Zero, you may be eligible for the Espresso Airdrop. So far, 12 of the 40 qualification paths has been revealed, with 28 more to come. If you are active on chain, you will most likely make the list. And one of the interesting questions is regarding if holding the Zero token explicitly mention it. And you can see that Presale here put it the official link from Espresso Foundation, and here explains why Espresso and LayerZero are not really competitors, and they are correctly mentioning that the top users of Stargate Finance and holder of ZRO token, you may be eligible for the airdrop, so be sure to connect your addresses when claims go live. Remember, this is not live yet. We are going to be covering as soon as this goes live, but for now, keep your Zero tokens stake and try to participate more in the ecosystem. Moving on into SUI, the airdrop for Momentum, the wave 2 is open for claim. We covered the wave 1, now you have the opportunity on the wave 2. So go to airdrop.mmt finance and you can claim your rewards. This phase includes reward distribution across 4 categories. 1 mid-season 1 participants, the next batch of unlocked MMT tokens. The season 1 participants, first distribution of BMMT tokens. Momentum title deed holders, this is a full BMMT allocation, and / wallet campaign participants, this is a full MMT reward distribution. For Momentum title deed holders, you now can claim 100% of their BMMT allocation in wave 2. So you can go and check this. Remember, the official claim is here and this link of course is in the description. And guys, doesn't have been too many news on the airdrop niche, but most of the big things is regarding the Monad presale, and also we have the new Aztec network sale. I am super bearish on all these token presales for these big companies. You need to remember that if we think that we may enter a bear market, then this is the worst time to buy tokens on pre-sales. You will be basically an exit liquidity for those companies. And here from Drop Dynamo, you can see how bearish the presale of Aztec is. They are selling their token through an on-chain auction. The sale starting valuation is 350 million FDB, which they call a 75 discount from previous valuation. Sale uses continuous clearing action method, which is very bad, and users have to mint the SBT to confirm participation on the sale. So the public sale starts from December 2nd to December 6th, and the SBT mint starts on November 13th, so already started. Reality of Aztec. Testnet and node runners, free labor. So they didn't reward any testnet users and not even the node runners, which is really disappointing. There's not more important role for any of these chains than running a node, and they are not rewarding anyone here. They don't even have priority on the presale or anything, so nothing from them. VCs already filled their bags at cheap, so not want to enter into details on that, but yeah, this is full of VCs. Community action, who have more money then will win. So basically this is pure FOMO to gambling. This is a CCA method of action. So big players, they push the price, control the clearing rate, outbid retails and manipulate the final cost. And like I mentioned, community support as usual end up as exit liquidity. Hey crypto fans, as airdrop hunters and crypto enthusiasts, we are constantly in risk of being scammed from protocols and people that want to drain our wallets and enter into our computers. That is why we partner with Proxy Seller for our proxy services, and the great about their services is that you can select many crypto-friendly countries and you can even mix a package of different countries for your proxy services. You can select many of the different proxy options, including your residential proxies. And it's super easy to get it. You just select the country, then you can put the amount of proxies that you want. Let's say that I am farming with 10 wallets. Just click on buy, and here on redeem code you can put a referral CCS15, and you can see how the price downs a 15% for all these proxy services and 10% for residential services. So don't wait anymore, be safe as an airdrop hunter and crypto enthusiast, so you are always in control when you are online. Use our CCS15 refer code, and first link in the description is your link to get your proxies with us and Proxy Seller. And now let's go and check a couple of charts, TA and information regarding the bullish case and the bearish case at this moment. At the time of recording, Bitcoin is at 94k. It was bearish during all this Friday and many tokens are bleeding. One that was supporting a little bit was XRP, but is already at $2.25. Ethereum 3,100 right now. And let's check a couple of things and I will give you my opinion at the end. So look at this chart posted psychedelic. This is regarding the total tree that has bottom against Bitcoin. This is basically the rest of the altcoins. And according to this information and his pattern, you can see here the chart, and what he points out here is that at this point in 2021 was when the altcoins rally against Bitcoin. So he's saying that we even have here a reverse head and shoulders, and we may be starting to see here a very big pump into altcoin. Mr. Crypto here looks another double top for Bitcoin. So in his view, he's comparing this with the double top of 2021, when we end up entering the bear market after that. It's not quite that a double top, but you can see clearly how this trend is rejecting Bitcoin right now. You cannot consider this a double top because you have like $10,000 different here, so that is a big percentage, but you get the idea of what he's saying. We could easily be starting a bear market that happened here. Another bullish look from crypto's RAS is that this crypto sentiment just hit 15, the lowest since March. Everyone feels like the sky is falling, yet Bitcoin is still grinding higher on the multi-year macro trend. This is exactly how bottoms feel in real time. Sentiment collapse first, price collapse last, and then recoveries start quietly. Zoom out, the fear is loud, but the signal is still pointing up. And guys, this is a little controversial. It's true that sometimes when you check the fear and greed index, when it's in extreme fear, maybe it's a good time to buy, but it's not always the case. What we are trying to discover here is that we are seeing something like this, which is just a pullback like we have many others during the last 2-3 years, or if this time is different and we are entering a bear market. So the bullish cases that I'm seeing is that people is just telling that we are seeing a retracement or a dump like this, but all the bearish cases are mentioning that this time we are seeing the beginning of the bear market. So in my perspective, what is different from these other times is that right now we are entering below the 50 weekly moving average, and that happens when we are entering the previous bear markets, and in those times you also have extreme fear. Don't be fooled, you can have extreme fear from a long time. You can see here when we entered the bear market, we were for months on extreme fear, below 50 on the fear and greed index. So yes, not always, even if you are in extreme fear, means that you are going to have a reversal. So that is what we are trying to discuss here. So this chart is not exactly super clarifying on that aspect. It could be a dump and just recovery, but the same way it could be the beginning of a bear market. And this is also what Alin Crypto mentioned. Crypto space is so dramatic. Didn't want to tell you crypto is a volatile asset class. This is a fifth 20% plus pullback for Bitcoin in this bull market. Relax, go touch some grass. So he looks super confident that this is just a dump and we are going to recover soon to continue a bullish trend. But the question is the same. It's true that right now we are only at 23%, 24% down compared to the previous dumps, and we recovered after that. You can see 32, 34. So we still can go to 90 and we will be fine if this is just a dump with a probably reversal trend. But the question continues, is this just a dump for a continuation pattern, or is a dump and we are going to see the beginning of a bear market? In any case, we need to wait and confirm with the 50 simple moving average. That is what I am most focused right now. But at this point, at the time of recording, I already started to sell some tokens, especially altcoins and some Bitcoin. I don't want to hold Bitcoin if it's below 100k, so I sold some Bitcoin at that point. And if I am wrong, I already have some buy orders placed there, because even if we dump more than 90k, we could see a relief rally like happened here. You can see on the previous bear market, we dumped it a lot here, but we come back and retest the 50 simple moving average before going lower. We could go to 90, 85, 80, and even come back and test 100k before going down even lower. And it will be still a bear market continuation pattern. Other bearish chart is from Tony the Bull, and Bitcoin just triggered a sell signal on the weekly SuperTrend for the first time since December 2021. It has been in a buy signal since January 2023, so the signal is currently unconfirmed, but at the time of recording this is already confirmed. And this is an interesting chart because this usually has been very awkward on buying and selling. So this triggered the sell order when we enter into the bear market the other time, and a buy signal on 2023, basically when we were at $17,000 and has been active since there, like you can see, and right now it's triggering a sell signal. So this is not to take lightly. Another bearish chart is regarding the USDT dominance. Merlin is pointing here that each time that we touch it, the top of this trend on USDT dominance, market bottom on the Bitcoin and crypto in general. But I don't really trust too much in this chart. But again, there are things for the bearish and also for the bullish case. But it's my perspective that in the next week and a half, we are going to have more confirmation if this was only a correction or if we are entering a bear market. And just last thing regarding XRP, I am a big holder of XRP, but I have been de-risking too, and I did a great short before the launch of the ETF because it was obvious that the ETF launch, it will not represent any price action to the bull side. YouTubers on XRP are super hyped. They think that the ETF is going to be immediately put the price on $10 and more, and I was expecting a very big retracement after the ETF launch because nothing really happened after that. Even if it was bullish for the amount of volume, you can see, imagine buying the ETF at launch and immediately being down 10%. Welcome to the XRP army. So yeah, we are going to expect many more ETF, but if Bitcoin is down, if crypto is down, nothing is going to happen to the price action even if we have the 10 XRP ETF ready. You need to wait a couple of months to really start seeing some price appreciation because of the amount of tokens that they are buying from spot. So really, expecting $10 right now for XRP for this is crazy. And finally guys, there are many other charts like the Wyckoff distribution that is calling a bearish trend right now, identically like any other chart when a Wyckoff calls the top. Also, there are rumors from MicroStrategy selling tokens. They are denying that, but seems that there was a couple of orders of strategy selling Bitcoin. We will wait the confirmation of that, but for sure there are ETF and Binance, Coinbase, many selling Bitcoin right now. And we have been seeing very huge whales from the Satoshi era selling on the last 2-3 months. So we could easily be starting a bear market. So like I say, I will wait the close of this weekly candle and a confirmation on the next week. But I am already de-risking. So for example, I sold 50% of my Bitcoin position and I sold 70% of my XRP position, which were my biggest holdings. I am also selling Ethereum because I don't plan to hold Ethereum below $3,000. So I am de-risking on Ethereum too, which is my third biggest position, and the same I'm going to do with Solana and HBAR. All those are my biggest positions on crypto right now. I don't care if I get some other altcoins there and don't sell them, but I want to be sure that I am de-risking on my biggest position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some buy orders on upper levels, so I prefer to miss a little bit of profits but enter again if I am missing a bull run continuation, because we don't really know. But at the same time, I don't want to hold these tokens for 1-2 years if we are entering a bear market. I already experienced that in 2018, but gladly I was able to sell a lot after the 2021 bull run, and was basically because I was looking the 50 simple moving average on the weekly chart. So I didn't got all my crypto and altcoins to the bear market. I hope you enjoy this information on what to do right now. I suggest to the risk. You always can enter again if we have confirmation that it was only a dump for a continuation to the upside. But if you start the risking late when we start to see the bear market conditions, then you will find out yourself in a couple of months in a very bad position and you will not be able to sell at those lower prices. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the mix of information. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and I will see you in the next video.